Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Progress. You probably clicked on this video because, like me, you live in Canada and you're looking at purchasing an Amazon Fire TV stick. But before you do, you want to find out how it works in Canada, and that's exactly what I'm here to show you today. If you live in Canada, you know that there's some amazing streaming apps out there, but you've probably seen a lot of this. Unfortunately, Canada is not nearly as advanced as our neighbors to the south when it comes to cord cutting. Even some apps that are available in Canada and the US don't necessarily show the same content or are as good a quality as they are in the south. And you know that the United States has a lot more apps in which these devices sell themselves on. Unfortunately, in Canada, we don't have the same access as they do in the States, so we have to live with what we got. So what I want to do is show you exactly what you can get with an Amazon Fire TV stick here in Canada. There are many different devices available on the market today. You can get some for as low as $30 all the way up to $300, and they all perform quite differently. You can get the NVIDIA Shield, which is my personal favorite, which is at the high end of the price spectrum, and it is amazing. It performs really well and does everything you want it to do, but unfortunately it has a very high price point. As far as just streaming goes, between the NVIDIA Shield and the Fire TV stick, I don't really notice a huge difference in performance when I'm just streaming media, which is what most of you are looking to buy this for. One thing I'd like to ask before we continue is that if you like this video by the end of the video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I might look at doing some more Canadian-specific reviews in the future. So if you are interested in that, please let me know in the comments below. And get subscribed and enable notifications so that when I do make a video, you'll get notified right away. One other thing is that if by the end of the video you are interested in purchasing your own Fire TV stick, the Fire TV or the Fire TV 4K, I'm going to leave some links in the description below so that you can get them from Amazon.ca. And if you do, full disclosure, I will get a small kickback from Amazon. It doesn't cost you anything, but it would go a long way to help out the channel and help me make some more videos in the future. Let's move on. Setup is fairly straightforward. Here is everything that comes in the box. You get the Amazon Fire TV stick, a remote control, 2 AAA batteries, an HDMI extension, just in case your stick can't fit directly into your TV's HDMI port, a USB Type A to Micro B for power, and a 120 volt USB charging adapter, which Amazon recommends that you use because you may receive an error message if the USB port you use doesn't have enough power to power the device. You plug in the Fire TV stick to your TV's HDMI port, plug in the power into a 120 volt outlet, and connect USB between them. The setup is easy with a step-by-step on-screen instructions. It'll help you set up your Wi-Fi, your TV, soundbar, or receiver if you choose to do so. If you don't, you are going to run into the most annoying and pointless part of the setup. There is no option not to have the Fire TV remote control your TV. If you don't want the Fire TV remote to control your TV, you cannot skip this setup step. If you are using it on a PC monitor with no remote functionality like I was trying to do, this is extremely annoying. The only way not to program the Fire TV remote for your TV is to fail the setup. But it's not that easy. Not only do you have to fail the setup, you have to fail it 6 times. How there is not an option to skip this is beyond me. Once the device is set up, you are greeted with the home screen, which is extremely Amazon-based. So if you don't subscribe to Amazon Prime, a lot of the home screen will be useless to you, and since there's no way to customize the home screen, you are stuck looking at a lot of tiles that you can't access. Okay, let's take a look at what you're all here for, and that's what apps are available to Canadians and how they perform. First, let's start with the most common one, Netflix. Netflix is pretty much the same app on Fire TV stick as it is on most devices. It runs very well and loads fast. Netflix was once an app that was way better in the US than it was in Canada, but that's a thing of the past. Almost everything available to the US Netflix app is also available in Canada. And some great TV shows and movies available on Netflix Canada aren't even available on the US app anymore. Another great app available natively for the Fire TV stick is the ExpressVPN app. A VPN allows you to change your perceived location, allowing you to access content that is region locked. It allows you to access a lot of content from other countries that would normally be locked out for you. If you're interested in seeing a video on how to set this up and how to use a VPN on a Fire TV stick, let me know in the comments below because that's a video I might consider making. Prime Video is the next app on the list. Amazon Prime Video is relatively new in Canada and it shows. The content isn't quite what you'll find on Netflix, but it's getting better every day. The nice thing about Prime Video is that it's included with your Prime membership, which actually gives you quite a bit for the price, in my opinion. So it may be worth subscribing or at least taking a trial if you're interested in that. Next is Crave TV. Crave TV is Bell's streaming monopoly in Canada that basically holds the rights to everything. At first glance, it seems like it has a lot of good content for $9.99 a month. That is until you actually go to subscribe. This is where you'll find out that $9.99 a month only gets you Crave TV original shows, some less popular Showtime series, and TV programs. If you want movies and HBO, well, that's another $9.99 a month. And if you want to add stars, that's another $5.99 a month, for a grand total of $26 a month for a single streaming service. Oh, and you can only have Crave active on 5 devices at a time, and it can only stream to 2 of those devices at the same time. So take a good look at what content you're interested in and decide if it's worth it for you. Next, let's go through the Canadian TV networks. First, you have the CTV app. CTV is a decent app. It will require you to sign in with your TV provider for most things, which defeats the purpose of cord cutting. But without signing in, you can still watch a lot of older TV shows and movies with ads. You can also watch the latest aired episode of most new TV shows with ads, but prior episodes will require a TV subscription. Live TV also requires a TV subscription. Next is Global TV. Global is very similar to the CTV app, but it gives you a little more content without a TV subscription. Most TV shows will allow you to watch previous episodes of the same season with ads, or at least more than just the most recent episode that aired. But previous seasons and live TV will still require a TV subscription. Next is the CBC Gem app. CBC Gem is CBC's streaming app, and it is by far the best of the major Canadian network streaming apps. There is a ton of ad-based content available for you to stream without a subscription. You can even watch many major live TV CBC feeds without signing in. With a free subscription, you can watch all live CBC broadcasts from many different cities, all cities I believe. You can watch all CBC shows from all seasons, and the ads that do play aren't as intrusive or long as other streaming networks. They do offer a paid subscription as well that is identical to the free subscription, but it's completely ad-free for only $4.99 a month. No TV provider is required at all with the CBC Gem app. If you are going to download one network app for your Fire TV stick, make it the CBC app. It's totally worth it. Next, if you're hesitant to cord cut because you don't want to miss out on live sports, Sportsnet Now might have you covered for most live sports. The subscription starts at $19.99 a month for live streaming access to all Sportsnet channels. It includes NHL, MLB, and NBA games, but regional blackouts do apply. For $27.99 a month, you get Sportsnet Now Plus, which adds soccer, lacrosse, racing, and it also claims that there are less blackouts on MLB, NBA, and NHL games. But I'm not quite sure how much less that is. You'd have to find out for yourself. There's an annual prepay option for the Sportsnet Now Plus, which works out to $20.83 a month. If you really like the service and you can afford to pay for a year up front, it's definitely the better deal. The Weather Network app is a quick and easy way to check the weather for your location, but most of us will probably just use our phones anyway. The next app I'd like to show you is Tubi TV. Tubi TV is a really great app for ad-based movies. There's not really much to say about it other than it offers free Hollywood movies. The ads are relatively short and the movie selection is great, so check it out, it's free. The next is Plex. So if you are a Plex user, the Plex app on Fire TV works great and doesn't require you to sign in for in-home streaming. So last but not least, we have the Kodi app. If you haven't ever heard of Kodi, check it out on YouTube. It's one of the most versatile media apps available. There are tons of YouTube videos showing you the possibilities of this app. It's not available natively through the App Store, but it can be loaded onto the Fire TV stick from a PC with just a few hoops to jump through. There's lots of YouTube videos out there showing you how to do this step by step as well, and it's the same procedure no matter where you live. So in my honest opinion, I really do like the Amazon Fire TV stick. It's now my second most favorite streaming device. It's the one I recommend to most people because the price to performance ratio is just unbeatable. You get a lot of streaming power for what you pay for. It's a snappy device. It works really well. It doesn't crash, at least not that I've experienced. And I've been using it for almost 6 months now. So if you're looking at purchasing one for yourself, I would recommend the 4K model just because it gives you 4K compatibility, which is pretty well the standard for any new TV you're going to buy now, as well as it's going to give you a little bit more processing power either way. And if you are looking at purchasing one after watching this video, please use the links in the description below. It would help me out immensely. And if you really liked this video and you're looking for more Canadian specific videos in the future, please give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of it, and subscribe and enable notifications so you can be notified when a new video comes up. And I'd like to thank you for watching. So thanks for tuning into Tech Progress. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
They storm the crease like bumblebees. They travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside. It's a 1-1 hockey game.